Hey ESGN Nation, and welcome back to another episode here today on the channel, as we're back here for a second episode here of MLB 20 the show, and this is Road to the Show with Alex Humberto here on ESGN LP. So glad you guys are back here today, and we're going to get into the second episode. As of course, the first episode we introduce who he is, what he is all about, and of course the first game in the Tops showcase. There you see the numbers there from that amateur showcase there, and you know, he didn't have the best showing in that first game, but he's hoping to turn things around here for the second and final game here. So this is the last chance he gets to make an impression here to the scouts of the 30 teams of the MLB. And of course, if once we get him to a team, he'll get drafted. Well, before this last showcase here, he'll get drafted, and of course, we'll see where he's going to be drafted to. Now, of course, we do want him to go to the Boston Red Sox. That's the team we're going to go for, and we're going to see if we can get drafted by the Red Sox here, because that's his dream team that he wants to play for. You know, that's he wants to follow the same footsteps as his. As his one of his all-time favorites, Big Papi, David Ortiz. So, if you guys want to know about the background and story, I'm not going to get too much with it, but definitely watch the first video. Kind of explains about Alex and his dream of being in the major leagues, as he strikes out there in this one with 2 on and 1 away now. So 2 on, nobody out there at that point before that swing there, and he strikes out here, getting the first out here in the inning. So we'll see if he can show what he can do now here in the 4th inning. It's now 3-2, International League trailing by a run, and a 2-2 count here, and this one gets popped up, and this one is going to be up in the air, and a good catch there from the third baseman, who calls for the ball there. So get the first out there in the 4th inning does not help him, as he was the leadoff man here in the inning. And we'll see if he gets maybe one more at bat here. But we'll go here. We'll stay in the 4th inning actually, and we'll see him out in the outfield. So he's got a chance to try to show off his skills here defensively, and we'll see how things go here. As he's going to go after this fly ball here, looking for this one. Oh, he loses this one. Oh, loses in the sun. And that is going to be, it's going to be a triple. Looks like could be, yeah, it's going to be a triple. And I believe it's going to, they're going to call an error on that one. So, an E8 on, E8 on that one there, as he misses that chance there defensively. So, this second game not looking too good for him, as there's 1 on here and 1 out. This one's going to fly out to center field. This one's going to go back. It's going to go deep, and it's going to go over the wall. So Alex steps up here in the inning, driving in now 2 runs here to get the international team now here a shot to get back into this one. They'll actually lead this one 4-3. As you see, there's a skipper for the international team. Like what he's seeing here from this young man. And he might be able to save himself here. So it's actually now tied 4-4 here in the top of the 6th. We'll take a look at the replay. And he just gets all of that one, and is able to put that one over the center field fence. And the center fielder out there just has no choice but just to look and see that ball settle right over the wall. So we go to the 8th inning here. Nobody on, nobody out. 4-4 game here. As we'll see what Alex can do here in this at-bat, as he pops this one up, and I don't think he was intended to swing on that one, but it's going to go out to left field, and the left fielder will make a nice catch there in the foul territory to end the at-bat there for Alex. So we'll see now, go to the bottom half of the same inning here in the 8th, as there's a full count here for the batter. And we'll see what we can do here defensively. Now, last time didn't do so well as we lost the ball there in the sun, but Alex is going to be able to find this one, and he's going to be able to get the catch and get the out. So he gets the first out here in the inning, as they're still tied up 4-all. And we'll see if he gets hopefully he gets one more at bat here, so kind of just prove to his team and himself that he had a pretty decent day. So we go to the 10th inning. We lead this one by a run. Let's take a look at a flashback here from the 6th inning. And there you see that 2-run homer that Alex swatted out there into deep center field. And he makes a beautiful shot there. And we'll see if he can do the same thing here. Even though they're up by a run now, 5-4 here in this one. We'll see what he can do. So he try to maybe help his self out here by getting his draft stock up. And that one, he tried to run that one there, but not fast enough. And he will end up going ahead, and he is going to go and get thrown out there. But they do win this one. Final score in this one here today, 5-4. Alex goes 1 for 5 in the ball game. That one hit there was, of course, a home run. It was a 2-run shot there. Of course, drove in a run and also had a strikeout there here in today's game. So maybe not the best showing, as he goes 2 for 9 combined here in this prospect showcase. And yeah, not really what he's gonna get. So he's definitely, of course, not gonna be a round 1 type of guy. We'll see where he's gonna fall at here coming up here in just a bit as we take a look at the draft. But there you see the numbers for him and the rest of this team. And right now we're going to get a phone call by one of our coaches, one of our former coaches at the academy. And we're going to chat with him and have a conversation about what the next steps are when it comes to the upcoming draft, and of course what are some goals maybe we have coming up here once we get to the minor leagues. So of course we'll start with Double A. We'll see how well there, and depending on how well we will play in that division, that type of baseball. And then we'll go up to the of course Triple A, and then we're waiting for that call up to get called up to the major league level there. And it could take us by the end of the season getting there, or it could take us a couple seasons getting there. So there you see, we're talking about what team we possibly would go to, which league. And we say the American League, American League East. And he says which team. And he says, you know what? Why not? Boston Red Sox. That's where we want to go play. So talking to our former coach about that. And right now we're going to
Welcome back to the Major League Baseball first-year player draft. The first pick is officially on the clock. With the first pick, the Detroit Tigers select Ben Ingebrigtsen, a center fielder from the West region. With the second pick, the Baltimore Orioles select Ryan Andrews, a starting pitcher from the West region. With the third pick, the Miami Marlins select Diego Hidalgo, a closing pitcher from the West region. With the fourth pick, the Kansas City Royals select Robert Snelling, a starting pitcher from the West region. With the fifth pick, the Toronto Blue Jays select Benito Delgado, a third baseman from the West region. With the sixth pick, the Seattle Mariners select Isaiah Leslie, a shortstop from the West region. With the seventh pick, the Pittsburgh Pirates select Kenny Thomas, a center fielder from the West region. With the eighth pick, the San Diego Padres select Ronald Gonzalez, a relief pitcher from the West region. With the ninth pick, the Colorado Rockies select Zach Allen, a second baseman from the West region. With the 10th pick, the Los Angeles Angels select Johnny Malaska, a starting pitcher from the West region. With the 11th pick, the Chicago White Sox select Freddie Callaway, a shortstop from the West region. With the 12th pick, the Cincinnati Reds select Craig Haynes. A second baseman from the West region. With the 13th pick, the San Francisco Giants select Albert Hopper. A starting pitcher from the West region. With the 14th pick, the Texas Rangers select Travis Hurd. A starting pitcher from the Central region. With the 15th pick, the Philadelphia Phillies select Darren Law. A closing pitcher from the Central region. With the 16th pick, the Boston Red Sox select the center fielder from the International region.
All right, there you go. So Alex is going to be drafted by his team, and he's going to be drafted there to the Red Sox there. Drafted 15th round, 16th pick. And there you see the affiliations with the Red Sox. We'll start off in Portland, playing as a Portland Sea Dog, and then hopefully eventually get called up as a Pawtucket Red Sox, and then eventually hopefully get to the big club. So that is awesome to see us finally. I'm very happy, even though I know I am manipulated with the draft or whatnot. Kind of wanted him to go here, but I never done that with this series before. So I want to try something different here. I want to try to see if we can work it. Try to get through this. Try to get through and get ourselves our player the team that we want to go on to. Because in years past I went to other teams, and don't get me wrong, the fun part, it is fun getting drafted by a random team that I don't know much about, or maybe I don't like. So far I have not been drafted by the Yankees just yet. Any of my roadshow players haven't. But it's really cool, and this year I kind of want to do something different with this character. We want to have him go with the Red Sox and see how far and see how long his career can last with the Red Sox. So we'll see if we can be one of those dominant teams in years past. Maybe hopefully they'll be, he's a franchise player that they can build around and grow and continue winning championships. But we're getting a little too far with ourselves with that. Of course, take a look here. We're looking at our different personalities. That's kind of the same ones they've had now for the last 2 to 3 years now here in MLB The Show. And of course, I cannot wait to see what they add this year. Hopefully, they'll add some different ones here in MLB 21. But for right now, for MLB 20, these are the ones there. And there you see we're doing some, just pairing up the two types of personalities. So with those personalities, you get little boosts that affect your player in certain situations. And so we're just kind of messing around here, trying to see which ones I feel comfortable with for the first. I think they last for 30 days, and every 30 days you can change them up. But there you see the Portland Sea Dogs and their lineup there, and they will be batting 9th there. Apparently, they're at 52 overall. But that is pretty much it for this episode here today, as Alex is now finally a part of the Red Sox organization. His dreams are coming alive, and now it's just up to him. Can he keep this dream alive by playing well and showing off what he can do to the scouts to get him called up to the big team, or as we could like to say, call him up to the show. So we'll see what happens coming up in the next episodes when we play our first game of the season, and we'll see how that goes for Alex and for the Sea Dogs here. They start their new season here in the 2020 season. But that is it for this episode of Road to the Show with Alex and Humberto. If you guys enjoyed episode 2 of this series, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel by hitting that sub button if you happen to be new. Hit that bell notification also so you guys be notified of this series or any other series here on the channel. You guys can also follow us on social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Discord for the latest news and events on what's going on here on the channel and what's going on in the world of sports and sports gaming. And also check us out on Patreon, as we do have a Patreon page there. You guys, that's another way if you guys can help support the channel. Not to mention, check us out on the main channel on ESGNet, as we have other Road to Show characters. If you're interested into seeing some more, I got some other original characters that I created from years past from other games. and definitely check those out. And I'll try to leave the link there below of those links there. You guys can check those out of those series out there on the main channel. But that's it for this episode. We'll come back. We'll see Alex what he can do in episode 3 in his first game as a professional baseball player here in the minor leagues. But as always, take care of yourself, wear a mask, stay safe, and I will see you guys next time.